Oh right, we're recording. Great. This is probably the 7 times I've made this video. One, it was windy, and the other, it started to rain. So I'm remaking this. It's a bit more sunny today. No rain and no wind. Right. Let's go into it. Here will be phase 3. So phase 1 is complete and phase 2 is complete. I'm going to show you them. Discuss phase 3. Phase 3, this mesh fence, wired fence coming down, and basically all the posts coming down. I'll be fitting new posts in, concrete gravel board. At the moment I've just put the bins here, but there's a drain cover here. I need to bring up the concrete gravel board up to a certain level, and then basically have the panel removable so we have access to this, because it goes in between two properties. It's rather annoying that that's the case, but I already know what I'm going to do. So I'll put the concrete gravel boards down and basically have the fence sitting on top. So that is the plan. Probably here where the bins are, I'm going to build a bin shed as well, so that'll be all nice and neat and tidied up. Here again, I will remove all this grass, mud, whatever. It's all gotten a bit funny because obviously workmen and me working have been on it and trampled over it. I'm going to remove this. Either I'm going to redo the concrete and go all the way across, and at the edge where the concrete gravel boards are, have slate. That's my plan, that's my idea. Or I'm going to remove all this and lay slabs. I haven't quite decided what I'm doing here yet, but that'll be phase 3, all the way up to the front fence, and obviously neaten up things, raise the ground level there because that dips, and I've got to sort all that out. That will be phase 3. That's coming. It's coming pretty soon as well. So once I've done it, I'll do a video on it, and you'll be able to see, and obviously be able to see what I've decided to do here within slabs or concrete. I haven't decided. You'll see anyway. So that's all to come. Phase 3. Yes, and once phase 3 is complete, we go on to phase 4, which is the main one. Right, let's go see phase 2. Yes. Oh, it is a bit bright today. Close gate. And lock it as well. Right. Phase 1 for the base, the patio's done. My daughter's stuff was going to be here, and obviously I've put the green waste bin for grass cuttings, etc. for that. A greenhouse I've put up. Obviously I'll be growing some plants. Excuse that's the ring system. I've detected movement, so I've got security now that's fitted. I'm going to be upgrading some of that soon. Yeah, barbecue. I had to move this as well because that was in between two properties, another manhole. I've moved this one, so that's done. That's all in situ, all sorted, because the fence goes across there at the back. I don't want to make that removable because it's a solid fence. Right, yeah, my barbecue. I'm looking forward to this. I'm going to replace this barbecue. This was just to get me, because obviously I haven't had a garden for a very long time, and I purchased this barbecue so we can have barbecues in the summer. It served me well, but I want a bigger one. So that will be replaced, and I'm going to have it here, so when I'm... Oh, sorry about that. Detecting movement again. So yes, I'll have my barbecue here and be able to do all my barbecues in the summer. Yes, so going along the patio. got my garden bench. Yeah, that's all nice and set, ready for the summer, ready for the barbecues. Yes. Also, I've done a bit of repair work, because obviously here, up to here, the concrete that was originally here was up here, and it used to slope down. It was uneven and everything else. You remember it from previous videos. I've tidied it up, and obviously I've tidied this up. I wanted this in the ground. So frustrating. I've tidied this up anyway. Might do some more work on the pipe work. I remember the pipe here used to go down and all the way down to the bottom, and then you can see the fixing lugs. It used to bend around here and used to store the water. This was happening during the winter when we had all that cold weather. All the water was freezing in the pipe, and then it was stopping my boiler from working. This is the condensation outlet pipe from my boiler. Now I've got it coming down at an angle, and that's what should have been happening. So the water drains, it dribbles out. That's what was happening. It wasn't dribbling out, the water was storing in the pipe and freezing. It was annoying. Obviously I tidied this up a bit. I still need to do a bit more work in here. I might alter the outlet pipes, because at the moment I think this one doesn't do anything, so that might be changed. I have to look into that. It's obviously neatened up the side of the house, and obviously here on the side of the steps there was like a gouge, so that's all been neatened up and taken care of. My daughter's mud kitchen. She can play in the summer now. She's got that up. She can play on a nice surface and have water play outside. That's been neatened up. That one was alright. It wasn't too bad, that one, but yeah, it's been neatened up. Excuse the bright sun. I've planted some of these bushes. They'll grow, and they've only just been planted. Well, a couple of weeks ago, 2-3 weeks ago. I've just planted them, put them in place, and obviously they'll be growing. I've moved the washing line. The washing line's now moved over to there. It was there where that patch of soil is. Here was the original pathway. Obviously I've got this here. I'm going to reseed this. This will all be grassed. All be grassed all the way down, and then the other patches are going to be reseeded and regrassed. I'll be putting some like stepping stones down to get down to the outhouse. So yeah, all the fences up. I might need to bring some more levels up as well. I've removed some soil and moved it back. That's why it looks a bit muddy there. Some of the grass is starting to grow through. That's good. That's good. He's starting to grow through. That's nice. I'm glad that's happening. I haven't even put grass seed down yet, but it's just coming through. Yeah, so I'm going to have it all grass. There's not flower beds will be in there later, but at the moment it's going to be grass until we move on to painting the fences and then getting plants or whatever I want to put in, and obviously track beds and the track that goes outside. So yeah, I've got to get all this all grassed, and obviously that's where we had the swimming pool last year. It has, some of it's grown back, but we've moved more soil and we're going to redo that, make that neat. There's a marble there. Well, my daughter would like that. I didn't even know that was there. Yes, right. Phase 2 is complete. Yes. So this is the garden shed. I've been doing work inside there. I've put shelving up and everything else, lawnmower and everything, all the garden tools, and I've put hooks and everything up, so it's all nice and neat. That's what I was doing last weekend, so I've done that. Obviously this is moved in time. I completed this in March, beginning of March I completed this. I dug the trench, I put aggregate type 1 MOT in there, whacker plated it, sharp sand, screened, and laid the slabs that I rescued from the garden. So, and then built the shed on top, and that's that done. We've had an addition. We've had this plant. It's been given to us by my in-laws. They grew it, and obviously there's a cutting and they've grown it, so that's in there. What's going to happen is, obviously I need access around the side to paint the fences. I'm going to bark that around there. That's the plan. I'm going to bark it. And as we go around here, where the fun begins, here is where the new outhouse is going to be built. I'm toying, I don't know yet, whether to have it going along here or going along here. Not decided. So it could go along here, right from the edge there, all the way along to here, or basically from where the swing is, have it going across this way. Not decided. Haven't decided on what I'm doing yet, because obviously I'm looking at different designs of logger cabins, outbuildings and all that. I'm looking at different designs and I haven't decided on what I'm doing 100%. But when I make a decision, phase 4, base done, power cable done. Wow. And then it'll be the build. And again, there's another thing I need to bring on to. Either way I do it, here, if it obviously we'll have a cutaway and then the track bed coming out. I'm not too sure about having it this side because there's a gradient. The fence, it goes a gradient here, and obviously we don't want too much of a gradient on the small 00 locos, or even the O gauge as well, which would be down lower. The O gauge will be slightly raised on a board and then have felt cover. It'll be covered in felt, so it won't be all the way off the ground like up here. It'll be closer to the ground, but on a board and covered in felt and treated with bitumen and all that stuff that I've done on the shed. So that'll be for the O gauge. The double O gauge obviously will be up at a certain height and it'll probably be so high because obviously it'll be going from where it is in the shed, in the outhouse. So I might pin it to the posts, or I'm going to have it separate and have posts coming out the ground and onto another separate table. I haven't decided yet. Haven't decided. But again, this side I'm not too sure because there's a gradient. Main idea, which I've been thinking, is this is what I'm thinking I'm going to end up going along with. As we go around here, obviously I've left the gap. I'm storing some fence panels here. Don't know whether I'm using them or I'm getting other fence panels. Haven't decided yet. These were originally here. Well, to tell a lie, they were originally here. I don't know yet. So that'll be into phase 3. But what I'm talking about at the moment is the track bed coming out. Now I'm thinking of having, wherever the building is situated, having a cutting and having the track bed going round that way, and then turning round that way. Yes, that is, obviously it's a bit more level this side, so that's the plan. That's what I'm thinking of doing. More than likely we'll be going this way, because the ground level is a bit more it hasn't got much of a gradient this side, so that's the plan. So go around there, have a little cut in with the building or end, have it going out, and then have it going around, so around the garden shed. I've treated the roof as well. Don't know how much. There's some of it seeped out, and I've put the bitumen and I've sealed all that. Everything's all sealed up top, so it's all treated, all done. So that's all done for the shed. Obviously the track bed will come round a curve, and I want to make the curve shallow as possible and have it coming back round and have it going along and all the way up. I haven't decided to have it to go on a patio yet. I'm not too sure, don't know yet. I might have it go onto the patio and have it curve around, or a separate bit of track. I could like work on stuff up there, I don't know, haven't decided, but this is where I'm thinking of having the track bed. So the O gauge isn't going to go all the way up onto the patio, can't, because it just won't be able to make it. Obviously I'm going to have the O gauge lower to the ground, so I don't know how far I'm going with the O gauge. A double track maybe, and a loop, to make it look like it's a double track main line, but when it goes up it'll have a curve and a loop. It might have some sidings up the end, I don't know. I haven't got into planning onto this, but these are my ideas. Obviously this will be all painted, and the shed will be painted and everything else. So yeah, that's where I am. Obviously it's all in the designing process at the moment. Yes, you'll have it going. I don't know, I'll have this plant moved maybe, I don't know yet. We'll see. We'll have it growing around it, whatever. It adds to the atmosphere, you see. So yes, phase 2 is complete. Yes. Right, I'll crack on to phase 3, and then I'll be cracking on to phase 4, and I'll keep you updated. So yep, once phase 3 is done, I'll show you that, and then we'll go on to phase 4. That's where it begins, peeps. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.